Greeting YouTubers, if you join me on this one, you'll see by the description that we're going to be talking about my Seiko Kinetic diver's watch. I believe my one is the 562M. This is it here. It's an old watch now. I've had it a long time. It's seen the wars. It's old, it's battered, and it still keeps good time. Well, it did up until a couple of months ago. And if you're reading this now, or you've searched around and you've come to this might help you. This little fix that I'm going to talk to you about now. It happened to me, and by the looks of looking through YouTube and various other forums, it seems to happen with a lot of other people. Anyway, it's not a free fix. I'd worn this, actually I got this from a garage sale, or if you're looking from America it's called yard sale. I picked it up in a box of junk, and it actually set me back about £3, and I think that equates to probably about $5, $4.50, $5 at current 2016 rates. And it was working, but only just. Now if you look at my second hand there, it's ticking nicely. Every second there's a tick on it. When I got it originally from the garage sale, or the boot fair, I gave it a few shakes because I was told and I knew what a Kinetic watch is, and it was basically sold originally as not needing a battery ever. It almost like a little atomic power station in there that would go on forever and ever and ever, and they're still selling it like that, and that's not actually the case. If you read it and go into it, you'll see that basically inside there's a wheel type armed movement that spins around when you shake your wrists, and instead of winding up the spring of a standard watch on a standard automatic watch, it actually supplies power. The actual action, the kinetic energy of spinning, supplies power, and it's stored in, they call it a capacitor, accumulator, and basically a battery that sits there and takes the charge. That sounds great, but it's a bit like, as I found out to my demise, I used to wear this every single day of my life, and it never gave me 1 ounce of trouble after I'd sent it back to someone on eBay who puts the new unit in there, the new battery as it was, or new capacitor. It's meant to be a different type. I think it cost about £34–35, including the postage, for this to be replaced, and it was duly sent back to me. And then since then I've been doing quite a lot of reading up online about them, and one of the YouTubers, an American guy who hit the nail right on the head, and I'm sorry fella if you see this and I didn't pick up who you were, I'll plagiarise it off of you. He said, treat your Kinetic watch as if it's an old dog, or it's your dog. Basically, if you leave the Kinetic watch sitting in the cupboard and you only take it out once every 4 or 5 months, put it on your arm, give it a shake, it'll go out, but eventually it will die. You need to take your dog out regularly, and when I mean regularly, I mean at least minimum of 3 or 4 times a week, and preferably daily. And your Kinetic Seiko is exactly the same. It's a watch to wear. Now, if it's your everyday watch that you wear, it's absolutely no problem. It'll last for years and years and years and never give you no trouble. Just like most batteries, they don't like discharging, deep discharging. And if you do it often enough, you will muck up the battery on it. You will muck up the system, and it will need to go back prematurely for a £35 new battery to be set into it. If it's your only watch that you wear and it's designed for you as a timepiece, and it is the most accurate timepiece that I think I've ever had. It is so accurate to the second. It really is. I mean, it is, for all intents and purposes, really a quartz watch. If you keep it charged up, it's absolutely fantastic. If you put it in the cupboard and you've got ones or tens of other watches, like a lot of people have, then possibly the Kinetic series is not a watch for you. The main reason being, as I've just explained, it doesn't like sitting around and starting from flat and building itself back up again. It will bugger up that little battery that is inside there. Now, there is a way you can actually lessen the damage that's done on that, and that is you just pull out the crown, which will stop the second hand, and it will put it into sort of semi-suspended animation, but it's not perfect. There is no perfect option for it. The perfect option is to wear it at all times, every day if you can, as I do this. As the scratches, you probably can't see at the moment on the face, say this watch is worn every day, and it doesn't give no trouble again now, because I've realised that it's a watch that doesn't need a lot of maintenance, but it does like to be close to you. It likes to be loved and it likes to be used. That's what you've got to do with these watches. Now, this one, the 52M, which I think is about a 90s watch, has got a little system on there. You cannot wind this watch. There's no way of winding this. The bezel just spins freely on here. This is basically just designed to change the hands and to change the date in the middle there. There is a way on these watches of testing to see if the battery and how much of the battery is actually left, and we'll come to that in about 40 seconds time, and I'll show you in 40 seconds, if you haven't already looked at your instruction manual or you haven't done a search on the net, exactly what you do. They're a fantastic watch, but they won't be left in the cupboard, believe me. You will bugger them up and they'll be stuck there, and it's going to cost you. And after time, like I did with this one, was chucked in the back and then sent off to a boot fair or a garage sale. And I picked it up, fortunately, and it's never let me down, apart from when I done exactly the same. Right, as the hands are now coming round to 12 o'clock, as you can see there, the second hand is coming down there. Just as it comes round and hits the 12, if you just hit the button on the top, hold it and let it go round, and you will see there that the second hand has raced its way round to the 30-second mark. Now that, in the instruction manual, tells me that on this particular model, it's fully charged and you've got about 6 months of power stored within that battery. Now that will stay there until it comes round from inside the internal workings of the watch, and then it will pick up this second hand in a few seconds time, and it'll actually then just restart itself. There it goes there, ticking back off again. Now, as the watch discharges, i.e. you don't use it, it'll go down to 20 seconds, and 20 seconds, I think, on my model is something like about a month. Then it'll go down to 10 seconds, and then to 5 seconds, and then obviously exhaust itself completely out. That's all that watch does on that function there. It's just designed to tell you. It does take a little bit of power out of the battery, so I don't use it all the time. I just wear it all the time. So YouTubers, what I would say to you is, if you do have a Kinetic watch, use it or lose it. Treat it like a dog. Take it for walks every day. Just put it on your wrist and use it. Abuse it. This is a watch that I abuse. It's out to work with me every day. It's been dropped, it's been pushed, it's been put underwater, but it still continues. It's a big, heavy, chunky watch, but it works all the time. So my tip is, use it. You don't have to abuse it, but use it. You must wear these watches. If you're thinking of buying one brand new, about 160 to 200 pounds, I would advise don't buy one if it's going to be your third or fourth watch and it's going to be left in the cupboard, because if that's the case, prematurely every couple of years, or probably less than that, it's going to end up in your local watch dealer for a new battery unit, and that works out quite expensive. So if it's your only watch, go ahead, this is the watch for you. If you've got 2 or 3 or 4 watches, then I suggest you stick to a manual winding watch, and don't buy one of these, because it will not last. Okay, YouTubers, I thought I'd sort of lay that down. Hopefully it's helped you or somebody out there. Leave your comments down the bottom there. Anything else that I've forgotten or omitted to say, but it's a fantastic watch. It's an old watch, it's a second-hand watch, but it's still a good watch, and it's certainly serviced me, and I've got a feeling it's probably going to go for a few more years yet. Thanks a lot, YouTubers, this time round, and I hope to catch up with you again. Ciao, ciao, bye.